Welcome back, WeArEuS, and this is yet another episode of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, we are back here because, right, we need to go out this door. This way and around the corner is the place where What's-Her-Face wanted me to go to free some girls who had been kidnapped. The Rotten Guttery. Things are going to die in here. And you know, I'm nothing if not perfectly willing to see someone die. As long as they aren't any of my people. Backpack is fine, so Skippo? Skippo the Hippo. Do we all have true seeing? No, and we cannot afford to cast that either. So I need to actually... this is bad, isn't it?
The wrong monk. It's your time to cease to exist.
Oh, right. He has the ability to dispel when he attacks. That is actually massive. But he has to land the hit. So it won't really work that well against an enemy with very high... what's the word I'm looking for? Armor class. Yourselves. Let's put her here. Hopefully that'll get them to put their bows away. In the meantime, and in between time, we can do this. I will be fine. Trust me. I'm an eye doctor. What else? I think we can just go for the kill here, right? Torlek, huh? And he's a Dampier. Problem is, I don't want her to move up. I think we have better options. Hold on. Doesn't she have... Yeah. Question becomes, how do we line this up? Do we go for fewer, or do we go for ones that we might not be able to hit, but would be worth it if we could? What have they done to Mr. Ed? Phantasmal Web. Well, I sort of need this guy dead, one way or the other.
The light takes you.
Okay. So, same deal. Let me turn that off because it's obnoxious now. Not very impressive, really. Skippo. First this guy. And the rest. A wounded soldier raises his arms with a plaintive shout. Don't kill me! I'll tell you everything! We finally have an opportunity to get a better look at your opponents. They're not demons, but visitors from other planes. Judging by their gear, they are experienced and highly paid mercenaries. Who are you? We're Torlek's crew. I mean, it's my crew. I'm Torlek, but we're called the Rotten Guttery Gang. It's a dumb name, but it helps us blend in with the demon rabble here. Keeps anyone from prying into our business. We're mercenaries who came to the Abyss on a job, but when we realized that what a Lucianera was like, we couldn't bloody believe it. There's so much gold to be made here. Demons are loose cannons. You can't trust them with delicate or sensitive jobs. Even if they don't screw it up, they'll run their mouths about it. If someone needs a job done quickly, quietly, and without fail, they come to us. Our specialties are disappearances, setups, and abductions. Where are the succubi you captured? There are no succubi here. It was a trick, Chivaro's ruse to lure you here. We'd never kidnap those. They'll screw your brains out, take all your money, and call it a weekend well spent. All succubi should be drowned. That's what I think. Then, why did you attack me? Chivaro, the Lilitu from the 10,000 Delights found us and paid us to take you. Ah, I see. So she's hankering for a spankerin'. All right, I'll have to go back and deal with her then. She said she'd get you up. She said she'd get you here, and all you'd have to do is crack your skull open. But she didn't mention that you wouldn't go down easy. You've cracked more than a few skulls yourself, I can tell. Yeah. Of course, we could really use the gold right about now. Some scum broke into our lair and cleaned us out. Whoops. No idea. No idea who that could have been. But we would never have messed with you. Whatever. I'm letting you go. Without wasting time on thanks, the wounded mercenary leaps to his feet and, with a cautious look at you, he runs away. In the meantime, I get to scavenge. They might not have taken the job if we hadn't cleaned them out earlier. Whoops. Well, we need to go and talk to Chivaro. But before I do that, I have to go back to the Nexus, and because I'm addicted to having all of my spells available when I need them, I'm going to go ahead and have those restored. Unless there's something I'm forgetting. I know I need to go to the Battle Bliss, but that's an issue for another time. Now we find ourselves back at the Battle Bliss. Because I... Whoa, whoa there, doggy. I need to talk to someone about a slave. I'm looking for a particular... we've done this. I'm checking all of the other options. You've come to the right place. Tell me about the slave you're looking for. He listens to your description and then nods. You're in luck. The gladiator you're looking for is still alive. He's even earned a place in the Hindrian League. We call him the Dire One. However, it won't be easy to arrange a visit. All of the League's members prefer to keep to themselves, but the Dire One is notoriously reclusive. There are no gladiators in the flesh market because I killed everyone that had any slaves for sale. It happens. The tiefling nods and sighs grimly. Tough luck, but slaves that can fight are a fast-moving commodity. We'll just have to do without them. Let me know when you're ready for your next fight. I've already arranged everything. I didn't expect it to turn into this, but apparently it's going to be an arena episode. When was the last time that I saved? Oh, is this it? I'm not going to sit around here doing this, so... quick save, and then we'll have Land just kill them from over here. Unless he misses. What? The ever-loving frick? Seala's here as well, thank goodness. So I can just delay his turn and then that should all pan out. Oh, that is most unfortunate. She has picked today to lose her will saving throw. Is there anything I can cast to fix this? Let's check and see if it's actually in effect. Weird. She'll only attack with a bite. But I need to get him away from her. Which means we need Queen Galfrey on this side. I've got no idea what I should do here. So... I think the best thing we can do is just delay his turn then, right? Or summon a tree. Same deal here. I thought it was going to be a straightforward deal, but apparently not. Sister Flare. Level 20. Probably shouldn't Okay. Probably could have just cast Volcano and called it done, but here we are. All right. Good. Doesn't really need to do anything now. Also, where is Lamb? I don't understand what happened there. I don't understand how the unholy portion did that much damage, but I'm betting it was a result of having the, I don't remember the name of it, the devouring lust. Rod? Meta magic? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a result of this being active. 140 on the unholy damage is, as the name implies, that's unholy. You're in the lava, buddy. Oh, he could also trek through the lava. It burned the summoned treant for 42 damage, so how about we don't? Reduce this guy's armor class at least. Where is she? Gotta be careful about where people go. Actually, she's immune to fire. I forgot. Ta-da! Okay. This way. So he's sickened, which we can resolve if we get him on his horse. Actually, he can't move because his horse has already used its turn getting over here. No dice. Interesting. look who wised up and got out of the fire. This guy gets a lot of damage reduction. Great. Horse is confused. Oh, what can you do? My turn. And something about curing sickness. Unfortunate. And that's how it ends. That actually did pretty good damage to not be buffed from the undevouring lust rod. Why is Mr. Oh, because confusion. Unbreakable heart from you. It's right here. Yoink. And a yoink. Interesting. Hold on. We got some pretty good stuff from... We must have gotten this from the people we killed in the Rotten Guttery. Entomber. Whenever the wielder of this +4 Warhammer successfully hits an enemy with a charge attack, the enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw of 33 or be entrapped in stone until the end of the fight. It's a one-handed weapon, too. How is it a Warhammer that's only one-handed? Aren't those usually supposed to be two-handed? Whatever. While under this effect, the enemy becomes vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, as well as slowed down. If this Warhammer confirms a critical hit against an affected enemy, all enemies in a 30-foot area should pass the same check or be under the same effect. Wow, its damage is trash. Like, doo-doo level of absolutely worthless. Wow, that is really bad. Still gonna make her wear it though. Wrong one. Alright. And new shield, because why not? Now let's take a look at the loot we picked up from... The frick? Okay. As I was saying, the armor of Vigilance sprouts whenever the wearer of this +4 padded armor is hit by a sneak attack or an attack of opportunity. The attacker must pass a reflex saving throw or become entangled for 3 rounds. No. All-round defense. Whenever the wearer of this ring is 10 feet from the companion who wears the same ring, they both gain the effect of back-to-back. If they both already have the back-to-back effect, or feat, they gain an additional +2 bonus to armor class. could give that to her and this guy since he doesn't have any spell slots to use that. What about you? You've got Clemency or Shadows. No, you definitely need that. What about this? Toxic Wrap. This cloak grants its wearer immunity to acid. It also makes enemies sicken for 1 to 3 rounds upon landing a sneak attack unless they pass a Fortitude saving throw. Not particularly useful. This is probably not doing him any favors either since he has no spell slots. I guess I was wrong. Anyway, I'm betting it suffers from the same problem where he can't actually cast it in battle, which is where it needs to be used. You see what the issue is here? Mounts can't wear rings. Sela doesn't have any rings I can get rid of. Ivu can't wear rings either. She does not have gloves, and that's not going to be one of them. I might actually go through this entire thing because that's some pretty good items right there. I do need to remember to buff everyone appropriately, though. Hurry up. I mean, I could probably just cut that entire fight out. It would suck, since I was talking during the entire thing, but what can you do? We'll see how it all shakes out in the end. I don't really care that it was unfair. It was just mildly annoying because there are certain people that can't be engaged. Otherwise, they sort of just fall over. I don't care whose idea it was. Do I trust him? Do I believe that Darren can roll a 40? Well, he actually needs to roll a 10 or higher. I'd like to send him the most beautiful succubi. I actually need to go to the 10,000 delights anyway to settle a minor dispute. Failed the diplomacy check. Great. So in order to find Trevor, we have to go through the arena, which means we have to kill everything in sight. Good, good, good.
Missed me already.
I'm going to stop the timer here while I try to reapply the buffs to Ivu. Lost a great many of them. Well, I say a great many, but I don't remember there. Didn't someone take strength damage too? Pretty sure that was Ivu. But she died after that, so yeah. It's got to be rough traveling with me, just dying and then coming back like it's no big deal. Or maybe it's not. I mean, death isn't permanent with me around. Well, technically with Darren around, but he wouldn't have the gear that allows him to do that, or the levels without me, so ultimately it is all thanks to me. And then we gave her buffs from him. I can also use Stone Skin on her, which is in 5, right? No, I cannot. I also used 2? Who's around here using my diamond dust without me noticing? It has to be one of the revive spells we used. It's the only thing I can think of. Right. And then, well, this is round based. That's it. Okay, so now we head off to, what's the name of that place? The 10,000 Delights. Isn't there a portal in here? No, it's outside. Alright, off to buy some sluts. 10,000 Delights, I don't remember what. Alright, we have finally returned, and we have to buy some sluts. Who do I talk to that isn't Shavara about these sluts? You, maybe? No. You, maybe? No. I'm just here to let you know I see you. Guess we talked to Chavaro. I need to hire several succubi to entertain the champion Gilderfang. 40 fricking thousand. What if I say no? I quick saved outside, so great. Land's got problems too now. I'll deal with the rest of that business later.
Rules are made to be broken.
I like it when they talk less. Compared to Mr. Ed's size, it looks like Queen Galfrey is a donkey. But I mean, really, isn't she? Gilderfang will have to... Wait, hold on. Are you actually kidding me? I have to go and get them? The image of a luxurious mansion in the upper city appears in your head. The building moves further and further away as if you were soaring up into the sky, so you see where it is located. The Palace of Incest and Degeneracy. You'll find the girls there. Tell them you've already paid me. So uh, this is annoying. Now, I have no idea where the Palace of Incest is, as one would imagine that I wouldn't. So, like, what exactly am I supposed to do here? Wait, there's a beggar here? Beggar. This one. I thought that might have been the Zephyrion, whatever his name is. Nexus, Magos, bad luck. I hate this place so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do some wandering around and find out where it is I'm supposed to go and determine if I actually even want to. Frankly, I'd rather just kill people because, I mean, I might get some good loot that way anyway, right? Do I even have that save anymore? Yeah, no, that's before we went in. That's our 3 autosaves, so no. Well, I could still go back and use the teleporter to get here and then just do the thing like that. I'm not about to go around spending. I would have spent the money normally, but now that I've unloaded all of the wares that I've collected and I no longer have the access to that liquidity, I'm going to just go ahead and bob heads. I may as well. So I'm going to see you guys once we get back to the Battle Bliss. Irmangalith, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced, solemnly raises his hands for silence. His eyes sweep across the arena before coming to rest on you. There's a sly look on his face, and he gives you a cheerful wink before quickly resuming a pompous and dignified expression. He turns back to the crowds, and his voice booms out over the arena. Behold, the newest member of the Nahindrian League. He is invincible, bloodthirsty, violent, and cunning. It's Morrow, the Mephit Slayer, glory and death. The crowd goes wild. Demons climb over one another, trying to get a better look at you. The roar of the spectators grows so loud you can feel it in your bones. The audience is utterly enthralled. They look at you in wonder and worship as if you're a god. I'm sure they're going to love this bit. Yeah, we'll go ahead with this one. give him a menacing scowl. Hate me or love me, this is what I've chosen. The crowd roars its approval. The screams of the audience shake the arena, and the battle bliss trembles with the noise of their stomping feet. They pump their fists excitedly and yell in unison, Mythic Slayer. Ermangaleth lays his fat hand on your shoulder with exaggerated friendliness. This gladiator is no longer an unknown fighter, a loner without a place to belong, and for his valor and his courage, Morrow will receive a collar of the Nahindri. Excuse me? What? Well, that's a problem. Hey, that's enough fooling around. You have more methods to defeat. Ermangaleth looms over you. The arena master's massive bloated torso wriggles wildly as he bursts into a fit of maniacal laughter. As the Cambion howls in amusement, you realize that your neck feels stiff. You reach up a hand to discover that you are now wearing a jewel-studded metal collar. The hand's voice is filled with sorrow and remorse. I've let you down, champion. That fiend has taken you captive, and I was unable to stop him. I could not perceive his motives through the veil of insanity that shrouds his damaged mind. I knew we were in the abyss, a place where you can't even trust your own shadow, but I failed to be vigilant. Well, what's done is done. Stay strong. We will find a way to free you. So, I get an explanation, At least I still have Ivo, so I'm not completely alone. Because if Morrow's alone, he's mostly worthless. What did you expect? You were so desperate to join the Nahindrian League, now you're a member. Did you think I'd let you wander around Illusion there and risk yourself out on the streets? Well, think again. I don't want anyone to slit your throat to leave you bleeding to death in some back alley. A death without any spectators. Ha! Absolutely not. Now, no, when you die, the crowds will be screaming from the stands. That's a promise. The Cambion points to your collar with a smile. Please accept this small gift with my compliments. It will guarantee your safety. This collar will make sure you do not leave the battle bliss. I don't want you out looking for trouble on the streets. It will also prevent you from picking fights with other gladiators outside the scheduled fight times. It would be so wasteful if you started killing one another outside the arena. The crowds would miss out on all the action. No. There will be a time and a place for fighting, but here you can experience other kinds of entertainment. You'll enjoy all the pleasures accorded to a new star in the arena. The best food and drink, the most passionate succubi, and throngs of adoring fans. You'll love being my property. I promise. I could use a little extra evil. So let's go with that. And where are my companions? Galarians came looking for you. Guards, strict orders. It won't work. I'll find a way to get free. The arena master nods with a chuckle. Of course you will, but it won't happen the way you imagine. The crowd wants to see Gelderfang tear you apart. They simply cannot wait for that to happen. And who am I to deny them? If I ignore their desires, they'll storm the arena. Yes, soon you'll take your last stand in the arena. When the champion is done with you, you'll truly be free. Of course, you'll be dead, but your spirit will live on. No one will ever forget the ambitious newcomer who almost defeated the champion. This collar reminds me of a seal we broke back in Dresden. If I try to break it here, its powers will be unleashed and the collar will likely kill you. I don't want to take that risk, at least not right now. Let's only consider that option as a last resort. For now, you should try to stay calm, be vigilant, and look for opportunities to escape. I'm certain you'll find a way to get free. You know, not everyone seems to like the way you run the arena. Oh, please. Don't start spouting all that rubbish about fair fights. What does that even mean? One of the opponents is always stronger than the other. That's the whole point. After all, the fights are supposed to be entertaining. The spectators come here to watch the strong triumph over the weak. They want to enjoy the taste of victory without ever leaving their seats. The arena is a theater of violence, a deadly circus. But it is not a fighting pit. After all, fights always follow one of two narratives. Either the monster prevails over its helpless victim, or the invincible hero chops off the monster's head. The outcome of every fight is predetermined, and its narrative depends on what the spectators want to see. Some fighters are crowd favorites. The audience cheers them on and whistles and shouts. And of course, there are other fighters that they despise. The crowd cheers them from the stands. Why would anyone want to change all of that? It would ruin the show. The audience wants a performance, not a competition match between two professional gladiators. What's the point of a fight without any drama? You might as well just flip a coin and decide who wins. Nobody wants fair fights except for Zeklex. The audience likes things the way they are. But Zeklex handles the betting tables, and they haven't been very profitable. Of course, under my management, the arena makes money in other ways, but that's not enough for him. He wants to turn my magnificent theater of violence into a stupid slaughterhouse. Do you really think Misfit Slayer is an amusing title, though? I'm kind of bored of it. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have found ourselves in a sticky wicket. Morrow is nowhere near strong enough to kill anything on his own. I mean, he could do some damage, but if the enemy's armor class is too high, they are well and truly outside of his ability to do anything. So let's at least we could take a look around, see what's what. Now, yes, I could have avoided this by just paying for the sluts. I didn't want to pay for sluts because I didn't know if I would get my money back or not. Now, maybe I could have, given that I had the opportunity to I don't remember what the check itself was, but I could have convinced him, oh, we got a level. I could have convinced him to let us to pay us ahead of time. Why is there a door that leads out here but won't open? I could have convinced the guy, potentially, to allow us to have some money to buy the sluts, but unfortunately, I'm actually going to wait and do that. Don't mind me, I'm just coming to loot this, and I'll be out of your way. Now we can talk. A massive scaly demon greets your arrival with a roar of fury. She spins her weapon towards you with practiced ease, stopping the blade an inch from your chest. Galarian! New blood! You have not been in the league for long, but you've already been given the chance to fight against Gelderfang. I've been fighting in the arena for over a year now, but your Mangaleth protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards, the both of them. Who are you? The demon twirls her weapon in the air. The blade comes within a hair's breadth of your face. Surely you already know. I'm Ruxa, the future champion of the Battle Bliss. We Vavakia are the greatest of the races, and even among my own kind, I am considered the best and strongest. The power that roars within me was a gift from Lamashtu herself. She gave me the strength to conquer the entire universe. I'm getting like Frieza vibes from her. But maybe that's just me. And if I could do Frieza's voice, well, the English voiceover version of Frieza's voice, I'd be doing that right now. Anyway, what can that pompous weakling Gelderfang possibly do to me? I'll take him by his neck with one hand and grab his wings with the other. Then I'll tear him apart. So you worship Lamashtu? The demon answers with a proud roar. Yes! Lamashtu created Vavakia to rule and conquer. She gives us strength, power, and superiority over all the rest. We are conquerors, Lamashtu's true firstborns. All Vavakia must worship her. Okay. Yeah, you know, we're going to have to fight each other soon. Oh, this is stupid. I suggest we join forces and kill Gelderfang. Why would I want to form an alliance with you, new blood? Despite her arrogance, you can tell that you have her attention. She watches you intently, moist, clearly interested in what you have to say. I almost got through it. If I hadn't thought about it too much, I'd have been able to finish the line without laughing. This one. Your Mangaleth will break the fight. He won't let you defeat his champion. Yes, Mangaleth is both smart and cunning, but he's a coward. He won't let me break his favorite toy in a one-on-one fight. Fine. I won't kill you in the arena. I'll wait until Gelderfang shows up to fight you, and then I'll tear him to pieces. Perhaps I'll even let you live after I've finished with him. If you grovel in the dust and beg for mercy, I might choose to spare you. Okay. Now, can I pick anything up from around here? No. That's fine too, I guess. Wait, I can't pick that right now. Wait, hold on. Didn't the expert lockpick give me... Didn't it say it would be... No, I thought it would... For some reason in my head I saw that it would be, what, 100%? No. And this here's Gelderfang. Gelderfang greets you with a condescending sneer. He looks at you smugly, flexing his muscles so that you can see his chiseled abs beneath his smooth, flawless skin. His teeth have been neatly filed, and his impassive eyes hide a cold fury that can ignite into a hot, flaming rage at any moment. You get the feeling that it wouldn't take much to set him off on a rampage. Ah, you must be my next victim. So, you're the little Galarian who wants to challenge me for the title of Battle Bliss Champion. Gelderfang pretends not to recognize you. He looks you up and down and then fixes you with a bored, lazy stare. Another primitive Galarian. There's nothing special about you. How disappointing. We'll have to rely on our own stats to bluff. Can we do it? Wait, what? Darren has 30, right? We need to roll a 12. Can we do it? Got it! Yes! The demon's relaxed, laid-back demeanor vanishes instantly. He hisses furiously, baring his teeth in an angry snarl. I'm going to make you suffer, mortal. I'm going to make you beg for the sweet release of death. I'll start nice and slow. Oh, yes, I'll take my time as I unravel your innards. I'll make a noose for you out of your own intestines, and then, I'll strangle you until the life leaves your body. Cool.
Let us press on.
Anything else you want to add? Yeah. No, he's super angry. Anything else I can do to raise a little heck in here? Yoink. Yoink. Raise a little hex or a little chaos, you know. Plagued Smilodons. Thankfully, I still have a few summons of the... I still have a few summons for Treants, so there's that. Ivu, unfortunately, has none, so we need to get this done before we rest. Oh, he's big. Adselm sits in front of you looking very much alive despite her recent death in the arena. However, she is not alone. Two other figures sit beside her. The first is an elderly woman with a wrinkled face. Despite her age, she still retains some of the grace and vigor of youth. The second is a very young girl who has only just passed from childhood to adolescence. Upon closer inspection, you realize that both of these figures look like Adselm. They all share the same face. Adselm looks up at you. She has high cheekbones and androgynous features that could easily belong to a man or a woman. Her ears are partially hidden beneath her hair, but you can just make out their strange shape. You realize that Adselm is not human, though from a distance she could easily be mistaken for one. She greets you cheerfully and does not seem to harbor any resentment towards you. Ah, here comes our killer. We hope you enjoyed the sweet taste of victory. The old woman, who looks like Adselm, adds in a stern voice, but we won't forget what you've done to us. It hurt us very much. Be glad that we're not vindictive. Well, not normally. Would you like to help me kill? Well, let's try to hold off on, our bloodthirst for now. We are a Fae of the First World, a triune being with joint thoughts and feelings. When two of us fight in the arena, the third one observes, hidden by magic. This way, one of us will stay alive, even if the others die. Then, when morning comes, we will return to our triune form. That is very helpful, but it must hurt very much. I guess it is better to not die at all. Then you don't have to die and come back to life again. I don't like any of these options, so... Adselm gives you a mysterious smile. That's why people dislike the Fae so much. You never know what to expect from us, even when we're dead. How do you create copies of yourself? The girl smiles mischievously and sticks out her tongue. It's a Fae secret. We won't tell you. She's a triune. It doesn't matter why she refers to herself in the plural. Tell me about yourself, hopefully. Alright. How would you like to help me kill Gelderfang in the arena? You wish to betray Irmangaleth and kill his champion. That is an ambitious plan. And for some reason, you've decided to seek our help. You killed us, but that has not stopped you from paying us a visit. This is all very unusual. Yes, you've intrigued us. But now you must persuade us. Young Adselm laughs and clasps her hands together eagerly. We want to hear more about this cunning treachery. How exciting! I'm not really interested in killing all of them. I know this one isn't very strong. This one's young, so maybe she's weaker than she was, and she's old, so she might be the toughest of the three. Unless I've gotten which one of these two is the oldest wrong. Whatever. I have no real interest in threatening them. Wait. The Fae used to be a good servant, so at that last moment the monarch relented. Taught her a special spell and ordered her to cast the spell herself every morning, making Atselm a triune being. Hope to understand the difference between vibrant youth and the gray hairs of old age. And now Atselm has grown wise, very wise, and the time is near when the monarch will summon us back to the wild hunt. And we'll be riding again with our brothers and sisters. Okay. So, being a member of the What's-Its-Face League means that Atselm is basically stuck here. But undoubtedly, as you might have read there, Atselm wants to go back to her Fey Forest where she was originally banished. So, what if I offer her some freedom? I mean, it'd be better than just entering the arena just to get dropped by the next loser. I see. So I should have gone with the threat. Understood. That is a plagued mastodon, alright. Moving right along. Oh, right. Ooh, that is nice. Alright, so the dire one is supposed to be Trevor, Sociel's brother. May as well get this out of the way while we're here. A huge dark-skinned man sits quivering in the corner. His giant body is covered in scars. Many of his injuries look like they should have been fatal, yet somehow he is still alive. Some of his wounds are still fresh, but no one has bandaged him up or tried to heal him. The man's skin is in tatters, and blood oozes from his broken body. He's clearly in a lot of pain, and it is hard to believe that someone so badly injured could maintain consciousness. He casts a weary glance in your direction and grunts something unintelligible. You can't make out his words, but his tone is an unmistakable warning not to come any closer. Who are you? We already know. He looks tense, ready to spring. He's clearly not comfortable holding a conversation. A low, feral growl rumbles in his throat. The dire one. Trevor. Are you Trevor Venick, Sociel's brother? The gladiator goes still. He gazes at you, lips trembling. He seems to be trying to speak, but the only sound that comes from his parched throat is a dry, wheezing croak. Finally, he nods and manages to choke out, Sociel. Yes, it is my brother. After a pause, the gladiator touches your hand with his rough, deformed fingers as if he's trying to greet you with a handshake, but can't quite remember what he is supposed to do. Are you his friend? My friend too, then. Can you understand me? Okay, that resulted in nothing, so... yeah, okay. Well, we move on then. Nice. So that's all that's here then. Okay. So we have to talk to Zeklex to get to the next... let me go ahead and save. I don't want a quick save because part of me is tempted to just... part of me is tempted not to undo the situation that we're in, but to go back to the very beginning, talk to everyone again, and get them all on our side. But what can you do? Zeklek takes a wary step back. I thought I had convinced Mangaleth not to take you captive, but I was clearly wrong. But he's a raving lunatic and constantly changes his decisions. You should direct your anger toward him. Well, I mean, it's not like it's going to hurt anything. So, we asked him if he would help us to escape, and he says, of course I will. I have a plan to free you from the collar and help you defeat Gelderfang. And trust me, you're going to need my help. While you were unconscious, Ermangaleth managed to find an Nahindrian crystal. Gelderfang has been obsessed with getting his hands on one, and his wish finally came true. A demon called Mutasifen took the crystal into Gelderfang's room and locked the door. For the next few hours, the sound of the champion's screams shook the arena. When Gelderfang emerged from his room, he was covered in blood, but he also looked stronger and more powerful than ever. Ermangaleth is confident you don't stand a chance against his champion, but I disagree. I think you can win. Zeklek lowers his voice conspiratorially. I want to overthrow Ermangaleth and take over the Battle Bliss. Ermangaleth is terrible at his job, and he's standing in the way of my ambitions. There's no denying that he's a genius. No one can get the crowds excited like he can, but his management of the arena couldn't be worse. The fights have turned into a bloody circus. The opponents are never evenly matched. The crowds are losing interest, and the passion of the audience is fading away. I want to change all of that. But it won't be easy to kill Ermangaleth. The current champion, Gelderfang, protects him. After his last escapade, Ermangaleth has forbidden Gelderfang from leaving his side. That means Ermangaleth is only vulnerable when the champion is fighting in the arena. So, I want to offer you a deal. I'll help you eliminate Gelderfang if you'll help me overthrow Ermangaleth. If you agree to my proposal, I'll make sure your companions join you in the arena. I'm in. You can have the title and all the glory that comes with it. You'll be the champion and I'll take over the arena. Deal? We already know Mutasifen's not dead, but let's just see. Yeah. It didn't stick. Obviously. So let's go ahead and shake his hand. I've been planning this for a while. The tasks I gave you were all part of the plan, and if you had completed them, I could have helped you in your upcoming fight, but you were too busy, and as a result, my preparations are incomplete. There's not much I can do to aid you against the champion. However, your powers are formidable, so I feel optimistic. Of course, you won't have to fight Gelderfang all by yourself. Your companions were worried when Ermangaleth kidnapped you, so I reached out to them and secured their cooperation. I'll make sure they join you in the arena when the time comes. Is there anything I should know about my fight with the champion? The fight will not be fair. As you already know, Ermangaleth doesn't believe in a level playing field. First, he'll send in some weak fighters just to whet the audience's appetites. Then you'll have to face more experienced gladiators. I have no doubt that you'll defeat them, but they might prove troublesome. Try not to let them wear you down and avoid injury as much as possible. You'll need to save your strength. Next, I suspect that some members of the Nahindrian League will enter the arena. Ermangaleth will send in some of his most loyal fighters. Dire One will probably be there like a rabid dog on a leash, and I expect Atselm and Ruxa to be there as well. They don't care if the fight is fair or not, all they care about is gold. Finally, after all of that, Gelderfang himself will enter the fight, and that's when Ermangaleth will be defenseless. So be it. Zeklek nods but doesn't speak. His face is screwed up in concentration as if trying to calculate something in his head. Finally, he gives a satisfied nod. Yes, we're taking a risk, but delaying any longer will not improve our situation. In fact, it might make it worse, so we need to take action now. It's time for you to prepare for the hardest fight of your life. Gilderfang is a true master of violence, and now, with the Hindran Crystal, he's stronger than ever. Okay, now we save. So it appears I was wrong about the triune being known as Atselm. That one is this way. Wrong. That's where he is. So yeah, they are definitely on this side. Right over here. Just had to be sure. Okay. I don't know how long this fight is going to take, so if the video ends here, it took an hour. Well, as it is, we're already about an hour and a half in, so maybe we should hold off on this final battle of the Battle Bliss Arena until next time. In the end, it's all story related, so I'm okay with leaving all of it in. I don't see a reason to talk to her Mangaleth again, so yeah, well, I'd already saved, didn't I? Yeah. So, this is where we're going to end today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back Tuesday with another episode. That means tomorrow I unfortunately have to record yet another episode of Pathfinder, but I kind of enjoy it, to be honest. So, you can expect more then, and I think we're both, if I'm being perfectly honest, looking forward to what comes next. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.